Boys Like Girls is an American rock band from Andover, Massachusetts. Formed in 2005, the group gained mainstream recognition when it released its self-titled debut album. Boys Like Girls was the co-headliner with Good Charlotte for the soundtrack of Your Summer Tour 2008 that toured across the United States. The group's second studio album Love Drunk was released on September 8, 2009. As of February 2011, the band announced they would be going on an indefinite hiatus. On November 17, 2011, Martin Johnson revealed that the group had not broken up. Rather, the members were taking a rest and engaging in various side projects. In 2012, Boys Like Girls announced that they were working on a new full-length studio album, titled Crazy World, which was released December 11, 2012. History: 2005 06, formation and early years. The group was formed in Andover, Massachusetts in the final months of 2005, when vocalist Martin Johnson, formerly of the Boston act Fake ID The Drive, wrote a handful of songs he wanted to record. He recruited bassist Brian Donahue and drummer John Keefe. Keefe brought along lead guitarist Paul DiGiovanni, with whom he had recorded a brief demo, to complete the lineup. Some of the demo's titles were Free, If You Could See Me Now, and The Only Way That I Know How to Feel. Some months later, Keefe and DiGiovanni learned that they were distant cousins. The group later changed their name to Boys Like Girls. The quartet soon opened a Pure Volume account to showcase their music, and uploaded a rough demo of The Great Escape, and an acoustic rendition of Thunder. By the end of the year, the group was on the No. 1 spot on the website's Top Unsigned Artists chart, and within a few months had completed nationwide tours with Cutes's What We Aim For, Hit the Lights, All Time Low and Butch Walker. Eventually, in 2006, the popularity of the band was overheard by booking agent Matt Gall and record producer Matt Squire, who contacted the band about a future collaboration. With their full support, Boys Like Girls embarked on their first nationwide tour with A Thorn for Every Heart, Hit the Lights and Keating in late February 2006. Following the month-long venture, the group immediately entered the recording studio with Squire to record their debut album for Columbia Records Red Ink. During their time in the studio, Squire introduced the band to another of his alumni, Cutes's What We Aim For, who offered Boys Like Girls an opening slot on their upcoming headlining tour. Once the album was recorded, Boys Like Girls played back-to-back tours, including the Cutes's What We Aim For tour in June, as well as a 2-week stint with Butch Walker in late July. In between tours, the band filmed their first music video for their album's lead single, Hero Heroine, directed by Mark Cyril and Chris Vaglio of Grey Sky Films. 2006 09, Boys Like Girls. On August 22, 2006, the eponymous Boys Like Girls was released. As of August 2008, the album has sold over 580,000 copies within the United States. While, as the title might suggest, songs about boys liking girls clearly prevail on the album, Johnson occasionally touched upon themes such as his mother's battle with cancer, leaving home, and promiscuous adolescence. Concerning the latter, he discussed the motivation behind the song Dance Hall Drug. The song On Top of the World is about Johnson's late mother. In 2007, they began with a short headlining run with Self Against City, after which the group joined Cobra Starship supporting a 2-month Cartel tour in February. In between releasing their album's second single, The Great Escape, performing on Jimmy Kimmel Live. On February 22, 2007, and eventually charting the Billboard 200 for the first time in April 2007, Boys Like Girls played their first international concerts during the Canadian leg of a North American tour with Hello Goodbye and the UK festival Give It a Name 2007. In mid-2006, the group performed on the annual Vans Warped Tour for the first time, and on July 31, 2007 the band reached the No. 1 spot on the MTV show Total Request Live. The following month, on August 20, 2006, Boys Like Girls members Johnson and DiGiovanni played a private show at 105.1 The Buzz radio station. They announced that they would be performing 5 shows in Japan and said how much Good Charlotte helped their career. In September 2006, Boys Like Girls released a 3-song acoustic set for AOL Sessions Undercover as an EP in the iTunes Store, containing The Great Escape, Thunder, and a cover of Frou Frou's Let Go. On December 4, 2007, the band performed a concert with Good Charlotte, with opening act NLT, for New Orleans radio station B97's The Night B97 Stole Christmas at the New Orleans House of Blues, located in the French Quarter. Boys Like Girls played at the Slam Dunk Festival on the Glamour Kills stage, in Leeds, on Sunday, May 25, 2008. The group shared the stage with brands such as, Cute Is What We Aim For, Kids in Glass Houses, Valencia, We the Kings, You Me at Six and the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. The band was also the opening act for Avril Lavigne's 2008 Best Damn Tour throughout the majority of North America. During the summer of 2008, Boys Like Girls toured with Good Charlotte, The Main, and Metro Station, for the soundtrack of Your Summer Tour. The tour kicked off in South Haven, Mississippi with a performance named Red, White and Boom hosted by Q107.5 on June 3, 2008. On July 4, 2008 they played in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee at the 2008 Starjam concert, along with Metro Station, Good Charlotte, Ace Young, and Menudo. 2 months later, on August 5, 2008, Boys Like Girls and Metro Station performed together at Six Flags St. Louis in Missouri. In between tour dates, they worked alongside Nickelodeon pop singer Miranda Cosgrove on her upcoming debut album, released in 2009. In 2008, 5 songs that were believed to be on the band's second album leaked onto the internet. The fan-based EP, entitled Heavy Heart, consists of 5 demo songs that were recorded, but did not make it onto the band's first album. None of the songs would appear on their second record. Boys Like Girls supported Fall Out Boy on their UK tour in October, along with You Me at Six. A month later the band's debut DVD, Read Between the Lines, was released on November 4, 2008. In January 2009, Boys Like Girls toured the UK with Metro Station and Every Avenue supporting. 2009 Euro 10, Love Drunk, Johnson announced on his website that the band had begun to record their new album on February 10, 2009. It was recorded half in Vancouver and half in New York City with 2 different producers' production teams, in 2 different environments, and with 2 different styles of inspiration. The band embarked upon a 2009 fall tour with Cobra Starship, A Rocket to the Moon, The Main, and Versa Emerge. The tour, known as the OP Tour, began on October 14 with the first show being in Buffalo, New York. On June 18, Boys Like Girls confirmed the title for their second album would be Love Drunk. The album was officially released on September 8, 2009. On June 24, 2009, the band released their first single, the title track of the album. The Love Drunk music video features actress and singer Ashley Tisdale. The group released their second single She's Got a Boyfriend Now on iTunes in August. The 4th song from Love Drunk is called Two Is Better Than One, featuring and written with Taylor Swift. The song is about Johnson's previous relationship with a longtime girlfriend. Johnson had previously worked with Swift to write the song You'll Always Find Your Way Back Home, which is featured in Hannah Montana, the movie. They have also written a song which has yet to be released, called Drama Queen. The new album contains 11 tracks including Heart Heart Heartbreak, Love Drunk, She's Got a Boyfriend Now, Two Is Better Than One, Contagious, Real Thing, Someone Like You, The Shot Heard Round the World, The First One, Chemicals Collide, and Go. The band made history on August 15, 2009 when it was featured alongside the All-American Rejects, Hoobastank, Raygun, Kasabian, Pixie Lott and Misha Omar as one of the live acts at Asia's very first MTV World Stage Live concert that was held in Malaysia. The album is available for purchase on iTunes, Amazon, as well as many major retailers around the country. On iTunes, there is a deluxe version of the album that contains 3 bonus tracks. Love Drunk, Acoustic, Heart Heart Heartbreak, Acoustic, and a Mark Hoppus remixed version of Love Drunk. Boys Like Girls made a video for their most recent single Heart Heart Heartbreak. Boys Like Girls was on VH1's Top 20 Countdown on February 13 to talk about their hit single 2 Is Better Than 1, which landed a number 8 spot on the countdown. The video was on the countdown for 8 consecutive weeks. When asked if they were filming a 3D video or not, Johnson said they had already filmed the music video. Boys Like Girls' second album, released in September 2009, was Love Drunk. In its first week, it sold more than 41,000 copies, landing it on an 8 spot on Billboard 200. In March 2010, Boys Like Girls supported Hedley along with Stereos and Faye Dobson on select dates across Canada. Boys Like Girls co-headlined the Bamboozle Roadshow 2010 between May and June 2010. All Time Low, Third Eye Blind, and LMFAO co-headlined with Boys Like Girls, along with numerous other supporting bands, including 3OH. 3, Good Charlotte, Forever the Sickest Kids, Cartel, and Simple Plan. Martin Johnson and Paul DiGiovanni had a small cameo in Good Charlotte's Like It's Her Birthday music video, along with the mains John O'Callaghan and Kennedy Brock. 2010 11, Hiatus solo projects. Rumors surfaced on the internet about a year after the release of the band's second studio album Love Drunk, stating that the band is currently writing new material for their upcoming third studio album. On September 1, 2010, the band posted a video on their official YouTube account announcing that they would be heading back to the studio to do some preps and record for album number 3. On December 17, 2010, Johnson confirmed that they have completed writing the songs to be included in the upcoming record and that the band is currently recording demos to be done in the studio with producer Matt Squire, whom the band had worked alongside with on their self-titled album, Boys Like Girls. In early 2011, rumors started spreading that Boys Like Girls had broken up, with no update from the band, its members or management team. They had no shows scheduled and told fans they were in the studio since September, which turned out to be false. Drummer John Keefe was quick to deny these rumors, but along with the rest of the band has issued no statement to say that they're still recording and/or playing together. As of February 2011, the band's members are working on individual projects. Johnson has been in the studio recording solo material as he prepares to tour in the summer playing his self-written songs. He is also currently working with producers John Feldman and Tommy Brown, who has previously worked with Black Eyed Peas. On the other hand, bassist Donahue is continuing with his side project Early Morning Blues, along with guitarist Paul DiGiovanni. DiGiovanni has also opened his own clothing range named Black Carbon Custom, which he runs himself. In June 2011, Johnson debuted several songs of his solo material on Kiss FM. Johnson also stated that the band would be going on an indefinite hiatus, providing sufficient time for Brian Paul to tour in the later parts of the year as they remain in Early Morning Blues, and himself to finish up his solo record, which was near its finishing touches. Johnson also confirmed that he was set to perform and tour under his very own name Martin Johnson. 2011 present, departure of Brian Donahue and Crazy World. In November 2011, Martin tweeted that he would post a video update the following day, which was later accompanied by a second tweet. Boys Like Girls is back. It was later revealed that the band would be commencing the preparation of the upcoming third studio album in the frontman's place back at Los Angeles. On November 19, 2011, another video update from the official Boys Like Girls YouTube channel was uploaded, confirming that Boys Like Girls is currently recording a new album. However, the band's bassist Brian Donahue unwillingly left the band. Reasons told were that Brian had too many plans disrupting the band's progress and was apparently too engrossed in his other solo projects, Early Morning Blues and The Tower and the Fool. In December 2011, the band posted a studio update video on their YouTube channel, revealing the trio undergoing recording session in the Sound Factory studio in LA. Also, frontman Martin had uploaded a picture on his Instagram, displaying a handwritten note which what seems like lyrics to a song the band has been recording titled Be Your Everything. The band have been posting videos of them in the studio recording a track called Life of the Party. It also features gospel singers on the bridge. The band also posted on Instagram a picture taken of a handwritten note displaying lyrics of the song they are recording, which was later revealed to be titled Stuck in the Middle. Johnson also stated that the song Be Your Everything would most probably be released as the Untitled album's first single. On May 17, 2012, the name of the album was revealed as Crazy World, which would be released sometime in fall 2012. As of May 2012, the band has confirmed that the new record to be released would be titled Crazy World and is set for a fall 2012 release. Martin and guitarist Paul have also confirmed several titles off the record, which are Be Your Everything, Cheated, Stuck in the Middle, Leaving California, Shoot, Crazy World, Take Me Home, Red Cup, Hands Up, Long Brown Hair, Life of the Party, Hey You, and The First Time. The band also made a small announcement that Morgan Dorr would be inducted as the band's permanent bassist, who is on tour with them currently. In July 17, they released the Crazy World EP, containing 3 songs off the upcoming full-length album of the same name. The 3 songs are Be Your Everything, Life of the Party, and The First Time. On September 2012, the band kicked off a U.S. tour in New Hampshire headlining with the All-American Rejects, which also featured supporting bands such as Parachute and The Ready Set. This 2-month nationwide tour, from the East Coast to the West, instituted a comeback for the band on the road and on stage. They included mainly some of their older material alongside songs from their EP Crazy World. Following the release of Crazy World, a music video for Be Your Everything was created and a lyric video for Life of the Party was released as well. Paul has announced that the band has no plans to make any more music videos for Crazy World. Side projects and clothing labels. Early Morning Blues. On December 26, 2010, it was announced that the band's bassist Brian is releasing an all-new EP titled Newest Versions, which contains 4 exclusive tracks, of the group name Early Morning Blues. The EP features tracks like War and Wisdom, Echoes, Never Leave, and Chapter 1, and is recorded by several artists including Donahue himself, Joey Heartland, Kevin Sanders, Paul DiGiovanni, Jimmy Welsh, Connor Bissett, Alex Correa and more. The entire EP was later made available for free download on the band's Bandcamp site. Black Carbon Custom. On March 17, 2011, the band's lead guitarist, Paul DiGiovanni, appeared on The Guns show and announced that he is starting a new clothing line named Black Carbon Custom. Up to date, there are only 4 shirts, Black Burn, Bombs, Burning World and Snake, and a hoodie, Shut Up and Color released under the clothing label. The Rebels, John Keefe, the band's drummer, also began collaborating with Boston-based band The Rebels in spring 2011, who have also played alongside Early Morning Blues. They have now changed their name to Empire Kids. Best of Friends, John Keefe, the band's drummer, and Morgan Dorr, the bassist, have begun collaborating on a side project that began July 2012 but wasn't released until mid-April 2013 that consists of not only them, but some of their close friends and family, Ethan Dorr, Alan Dorr, Kevin McHugh, Jamel Hawke and Mario Vanizzi. Their new side Problem is a modern Americana vibe similar to that of the Lumineers, that began with a small performance for Kevin's wedding, but the energy has ultimately taken a toll into this formation. The debut album was released in 3 parts. All 3 parts are now available on iTunes with a total of 6 songs including How Lonely Is You and Blue Collar Man. You can find the band on Facebook www.facebook.com/BestOfFriends Music and on Twitter @BestOfFriends. So the band has gained some notoriety and has a strong following. They have a street team, @BoFPROMO, who help promote their performances. Musical style. Stylistically, the band lists its musical influences as a variety of contemporary, emo pop, punk, and alternative rock bands, such as Jimmy Eat World, Blink-182, Second Hand Serenade, Reliant K, The Academy and Dashboard Confessional. While these tendencies are clearly audible in guitar work and drumming, punk rock influences are far less obvious as far as vocal patterns and lyricism are concerned. Given Johnson's characteristic tenor vocal melodies, the band's all-around sound is geared to late 90s alternative radio rock, along the lines of Vertical Horizon, Goo Goo Dolls, and Eve 6. Critical reception. While the online community crowned Boys Like Girls 2006's Fall Out Boy, album sales were less convincing. Despite promotional front-page features, Boys Like Girls scanned a mere 1,472 units within its first week of sales, thus failing to chart the Billboard 200. However, continuous touring and promoting helped gaining the record a NOA 179 entry into the chart in April 2007. It continued to gain popularity as the single, The Great Escape, climbed the charts and eventually peaked at NOA 55 in August 2007. After nearly falling off the Billboard 200, the re-release of the single Hero Heroine jumped the album back up to NOA 61 and was certified gold shortly after. Band members. Current members: Martin Johnson, lead vocals, rhythm guitar; Paul DiGiovanni, lead guitar, backing vocals; Morgan Dorr, bass guitar, backing vocals; John Keefe, drums. Former members: Brian Donahue, bass guitar, backing vocals. Timeline. Discography. Studio albums: 2006, Boys Like Girls; 2009, Love Drunk; 2012, Crazy World. References. External links: official website.